Welcome back, everyone, to Betrayal of Crondor. From a distance, the Abbey of Ishap at Sarth had seemed a fortress, its sheer-walled courtyard dominated by an ancient single-story keep. But closer inspection revealed that a shop profited where once an ironmonger had forged swords. Delicate flowers bloomed where soldiers had once mustered. Owen oogled as he picked through the assortment of magical items which had been laid out in an improvised store. Many of the items were marked by tags which indicated that they had been sent from the Academy of Magic, run by Pug of Stardock. Alright, folks, last video we left off, we were exiting the caves with many spider battles, and we had just reached the town or city of Sarth. Seems like more of a town. Let's go ahead and sell what we don't need and continue on. Don't know that I have much to sell, actually. Let's go to the temple. Locklear pulled the curtains aside. The rear section of the temple was as dramatic as was the meditation chamber. A large pool occupied the center of a lush courtyard and was hemmed in all sides by an alabaster peristyle with climbing vines. Cloistered immediately off the open area were several archers' doorways, either blocked by heavily woven curtains or choked with clouds of obscuring incense. Nearby, a gong sounded, and immediately a priest hurried out of the doorway, halting as he caught sight of the unsuspected supplicants. The abbot came quickly, a man of advancing years. His hair and beard seemed like a snowdrift, starkly in contrast to his dark skin, which was wrinkled like carefully crafted mahogany. Shaking Locklear's hand, he greeted them as if he had known them all their lives. "Welcome to Ishap's Abbey, travelers. I am Father John. How may we be of assistance to you?" "We thought while we were passing through, we would come and visit the famous Abbey of Ishap at Sarth," Locklear said. "You've done impressive things here." The abbot's eyes crinkled as he gave them a prideful glance. "We hope to do more. We've only begun our work here, but thanks to Brother Anthony and Brother Mark, we have come a long way." Locklear bit his lip, hesitant to ask his question. "Could we impose on your hospitality a bit? We have a few questions." "I'd love to, though alas I have services to attend to at the moment. But if you have questions, Sarth is the place to come. We have books on many things, and if you seek out Brother Mark, he can help you with a good many other questions. Good day to you." The priest bid them farewell. Leaving the lushness of the central courtyard, they passed back through the curtains into the deserted meditation chamber. Locklear squinted. The wall looked strangely barren, as if a space had been prepared for a decoration which had not yet been crafted. So I guess we cannot warp from here. Where is this Brother Mark that you speak of? Here he is, Brother Mark hove into view. Still wielding a hoe in his hammy fist, he gestured to Locklear with it. "I see you didn't get your earful last time. What brings you back to Brothers of Sarth?" Oh, yeah, we've already talked to Brother Mark, haven't we? "The weather sucks. Storm, it is the first I've heard of such a meteorological disturbance. Brother Jerome didn't mention it to me before I left the Abbey this morning. It's strange. We met a gentleman named Rowe who said a storm had been predicted by the Brothers of the Abbey. I wonder why he would tell you such a thing. Of course, he had been acting peculiarly since his wife died. Terrible tragedy, and struck him with such a time when he had to give up his farm. I really must feel for the poor old soul." Alright, thank you, Brother Mark. This is obviously the yeah, I want to take a look around. I want to go back into Sarth. And when you exit, it just tosses your butt out. Alright, let's assume we're done with Sarth for now. It's getting darky dark. No, I don't want to talk. Brother Mark, why don't you return home? What the fuck are you still doing out here? Brother Mark will be standing there for the rest of the game. All 3 years of it. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and rest up. There was Troublehead, unable to pinpoint the source of his anxiety, immediately Locklear motioned for a halt. Beware! We may have wandered into a trap! Oh shit. What the Fuzznick? I forgot how to handle this one. Yeah, that's fucking game over right there. You're dead. Alright, let's try this again. I don't think it's very hard. Most of these traps you need to move these objects into the way of the trap. It thinks that's an object. The fireball then shoots, and as you can see, it just neutralized this trap, this lightning trap. They sigh in collective relief. We're through it, I think, Locklear said, but be on your guard. There may be other traps. There's always more traps. Do you know what else there is? Ooh, some chesticles. Rough in its construction and banded with iron, the Mordhill box would be impossible to open without solving its word lock, and judging by the marks on the face of the chest, others had learned that lesson after much difficulty. Gorath scanned the runes embossed on the Mordhill clue plate. Its text, their only hope of opening the difficult word lock. Alright, what do we got here? You see it about in a field, in town. It cannot get up, but will oft fall down. Oh, they're talking about my dick. Dick, D-I-C-K. Often in fields. Let's see, 4 letters. Let's see what we got here, too. S-E-L-R. Normally what I'll do is on a piece of paper I'll write down all 4 of these letters if I can't figure them out right away. And then I'll just start putting together words. Snow? Snot? How about rain? Rain in the fields and the towns. Here, it's rain. Ooh. Some fucking armor. Some goldie pieces. Some Shelly shells to Selly sell. What is this? Amulet of the Upright Man. Gorath looked at the medallion skeptically. In Crondor, similar amulets were sold as fool's trinkets, ornaments that seemed in all respects like true gold, but were clever fakes, worn up by unscrupulous magicians. Checking the riverside, he noted an inscription to Banath, the god of luck and of thieves. Can affect players' statistics. Okay, well, hopefully it's not cursed. I'm going to look it up. Alright, so it gives plus 15 to lockpick. Isn't Locklear our lockpicker? I gotta go over everyone's stats. It's been too long. October. Ron Stocktober threw me off. 62 lockpick. That's not too shabby. Yes, he is for sure the lockpicker. Did that automatically in the inventory kind of item? Yeah, absolutely. 47 to 62. All right. We definitely will take plus 15 lockpicking. What else we got here? Ooh, another chesticle. Another word lock. Whoa! This is a biggin. What the fuck is that first word? Swallag, the famous Mordhill craftsman, guaranteed his work until the end of time. What? I feel like we're not going to know this until later, maybe? Swallag, the famous Mordhill craftsman, guaranteed his work until the end of time. What happened to Swallag? How did he die? Yeah, I think that this might be in some of the literature that you can find here. I had to look this one up. It's not much of a riddle. I'm assuming this guy died by being hung. Because the answer is hangman. Maybe one of you has a little bit more insight on this. If you do, share it in the comments. I'd love to know. Just some good monies. Perhaps a sword to sell. And I believe we have a third chest here. I'll tell you what, man, you can get turned ass backwards in this game. It is easy. Here is the third chest. The chill of its death you may soon mourn, but though it dies, it cannot be born. That's got to be snow. The chill of its death you may soon mourn. Ooh, that could be fire. When fire dies, you might be upset. Snow or fire, but though it dies, it cannot be born. Fire can be born from embers, though. But I guess if it's completely dead, it can't be. Snow certainly cannot be born. Let's see what we have here. We got an E. We got an R. It's fire. I think I've heard that one before. Some of these are just old school riddles. Shit like from Conquest of Camelot. You better make room for them hand crossbows. That's how we get our monies. Alright, 3 Mordhill chest open. That's save worthy if I've ever asked. Let's do a game hoarder rolls. Does that move it to the top? No, it doesn't. Alright, we're continuing our journey southeast More south now. Let's head back to the road. It's getting dark. I reloaded after the trap, so this is actually the us just resting the first time. Let's go ahead and get a nice heal here. Alright, let's continue moving. Let's follow the road here. Locklear swallowed hard. With his heart pounding in his chest, he watched the enemy creep closer. Fighting the urge to turn around and run like hell, he forced himself to remain calm, forced himself to show no fear, despite the feelings of near panic that threatened to overwhelm him. Couple of bandits. These guys are gonna get boom-bazzled. Skin of Dragon. I think that Skin of Dragon spell also gets you past a lot of those traps because it makes you invulnerable. And then you just run past them, let it shoot you, and be done with it. All you gotta do is pass the trap. You don't necessarily have to disarm it. Oh, smacked him right in the face! Oh! Don't get mad. Here's 4 hit points. That's all you get. Oh! The battle was won. Search the bodies. They may have valuable supplies, Locklear suggested, then amended, and make it quick. If there are more than waiting out there, let's not be here when they return. Locklear's strength ability has increased. Oh yeah, alright, what do we got here? Poison rations, we'll go ahead and leave those for you. You can keep those, dead guy. I might have to run back to the shop behind me, actually. I'm getting a little loaded here. Fatimer's formula, an infamous by reputation, the notorious strength potion had on several occasions disrupted proceedings at Lancer's tournaments. Expressly forbidden because of its unbalancing effects in combat, it has still commanded high prices from soldiers looking to advance their positions with employing lords. We most certainly want that. We'll leave those for you. What was that? We'll hit it on the way back. It looked like a building of some sorts. Let's use the road, chode. We always have time to make money, folks. Yeah, technically we should. We should repair this stuff first, but let's just get rid of it. I don't know if he gets a haggle buff from selling. He probably has to buy and haggle. Two-handed broadsword. And it's blessed. Why wouldn't I want that? You kidding me? Let's see here. If he tries to sell this, 3 sovereigns. 3 sovereigns, 9 royals. Yeah, pretty sure it's just for buying. You seem to have quite a bit of food. We will travel into the night, sir, and then we will camp. Oh, hello. What do we have here? It's a big red door. Instance swirled, striding between the columns of a temple. Locklear made for the heavy wooden doors, which had been sealed against the daylight and which preserved the privacy of any ceremonies in progress. Pulling a tasseled rope which hung next to the door, he awaited the response of the door warden. It's a temple of song. We can meditate and teleport. See the mandala interest you. Or mandala, whatever. Turning, Locklear noticed a thin young man standing in the archway, his hands hidden in the folds of his robe. While the relations between the temple and the new Academy of Magic at Stardock have been cool, it is one of the treasures they have passed on to Surani magic. It has given us great mobility. Yes, yes, yes. Don't these guys all say the same shit? It's pretty expensive though, man. 110 sovereigns. That's definitely the same. This looks a little different. Locklear asked to see the High Priestess. She can't see you. Turning, they noticed another hawkish-looking priest half hidden in the shadows of the colonnade. His eyes rimmed red. He rubbed vigorously at his face before rising to stand next to his fellow priest. Mariah and I just put her to bed about half an hour ago. She awoke screaming this morning. The two priests exchanged a significant look, but the meaning of it was lost on Locklear. Is she ill? He interrupted. No, no, the taller priest said with assurance. It is only a symptom of things that have been going on here for a short while. It will pass. You sound very certain, Callan, the other priest said, angrily. None of us have slept well in weeks. Our healer is so exhausted that he may not even bind so much as a finger, pricked on a spindle. There's something evil at work here. Bemused, Locklear looked to Kellen. Why would someone be trying to keep you from sleeping? Who could do it? Both priests shrugged. The purpose is beyond us, but we know that whomever is responsible is a magician, and very close by, the shorter priest replied. I have also sensed in the dream sendings that he has others with him, soldiers perhaps. I don't actually believe he means to communicate with us, but instead with someone far away. Either way, I don't believe any of us shall have an hour's rest until he is dead, or we've discovered what he wants. And they cannot cure or bless you until we have saved them from this sleeping issue that they're having. There's the pirates that we kicked the shit out of. The air rippled, as if the world was about them nothing more than a curtain to be yanked aside. Four figures warped into existence before their very eyes, all mortal and all armed, when the assassins dressed in finer wear. Then the three who flanked them bared teeth as he spoke. Gorath! Uchuku choi nikid suduva dilikanon. Bakalia del. Gorath, Locklear glanced questioningly at his companion, watching as the Mordheal withdrew his own weapon, his black gaze fixed on the others of his kind arrayed before them. Defend yourself, Gorath rasped coldly. No moss trooper this, but a sorcerer, Nago, of those that are said to have served Delaghan before coming of the Six. He is known as the most powerful magician of my kin. Only we three or he and his will see the next morn. Only we three or he and his will see the next morn. Okay. Guess we are fighting a sorcerer that starts off with some fireball. Holy shit. We need to lay that puppy to sleep. I can't do shit anymore. Should have started off with an invitation spell. Oh! Alright, drinking some potions here. Do some restorative potions. Had Locklear drink some red weed brew, which is going to help with his accuracy. Gorath here is drinking some Dollar Milk, which is going to give him plus 25 defense. I'm going to have you drink the other one. Luton's Concentrate. That gives accuracy in casting. That could be good, but let's see what we can do here. I actually won the battle. I just put it on auto attack, and they took out 2 of my guys. I think Gorath ended up killing the Magician on auto combat. So it's definitely doable, but we want to try to do it without getting knocked the fuck out. I think it's better just to focus on these guys because this mage just keeps running around fucking shit up. Owen's taking a beating here. The guy just misfired and hit his own dude. Schwack! Oh, you went down like a bitch! He was alive, unsure whether it was skill or luck that had won them the fight. Locklear set aside his weapon, though he allowed his dead appointment a wide berth while he checked on Gorath's welfare. He needed no further excitement for the day. We survived, barely. Poor Owen. We should take haggling off and put casting back on, duh. Not that I did any casting. Defense is probably good for you. 4%. That's not good. Is that because he's so weak? It shouldn't be that low. Drink a couple of those bad boys. There we go. We need to get his stamina up and avoid some battles. Yeah, let's search the Magey Mage. Well, what you got there, buddy? Alpha Fens Icer, Frost incised. Is that supposed to be encrusted? Frost incised the crystalline point of this magician's tool, faint tendrils of mist trailing its arc as Gorath waved it back and forth. If not for the engraved words on its handle, he might not have guessed its purpose, for magical treatment of a blade. Alpha Fane the Artificer. And a missive. I guess we'll leave the armor. No biggie. I'm requesting that as many Mordia soldiers as possible be moved in position into the town of Teneris immediately. We are anticipating the arrival of Gorath and have orders to kill him. Make certain he dies if he attempts to move down the eastern roads. I think we've already had that one. We know now Gorath of the Ardanian is to be on the path of the capital of Crondor. We advise you to continue your duties, but suggest you lie in wait for him on the eastern roads of Crondor, as it is likely they will take an indirect route. There is, as to so avoid your patrol. He must move no further south. Halt him before he reaches the kingdom settlement of Teneris. Master, we have placed the false notes concerning an attack to the south of Teneris in the chest you requested. Providing they gain access to those messages, they should fall most blindingly into your elegant trap. I applaud your stratagems. Phaedra. I think that was the new one. I don't think we can do anything with the missives here. So we will leave our notes on this dead man's body. Whether or not they remain there, I do not know. I do not care. Locklear paused before the large wooden barn, the memories of combat still fresh in his mind. He pushed gently on the door and slipped inside the quiet darkness. Finally convinced that it was indeed empty, he came out shaking his head, then motioned for them to leave. Though the circumstances might suggest otherwise, this didn't feel like a chance encounter. This is Rosebond. Do you think he had something to do with this attack? I think the bastard farmer set us up. He'd best have paid well for his betrayal. I'll take my recompense from his hide if I ever cross paths with him again. Let us return and see if the priests are feeling better. Helen greeted them. You look a little more lively than the last time we met, Locklear said. Have you gotten a bit of rest? The first I've had in a while, the priest admitted. As I suspected, the dream plagues us no more. I've even heard our healer is once more on his feet. Our high priestess is still tired as yet, but I assume she'll be back about her duties in no time. Things return to normal as by the will of Sung. Garth hissed through his teeth at the bowing priest. Like all priests, you credit those who watch and not those who do. Snapping abruptly upright, a hurt look glowered in Kellen's eyes. What do you mean? He means, Owen interjected, that we found the person responsible for the dream sendings. There was a Mordihill magician, and we took care of his ass. Sensing that the boy might go too far in his glory, Hounding Locklear seized Owen's arm in a tight grip. Please forgive my companions for their outburst. They have been on the road for quite some time and have forgotten their manners. No apologies necessary, the priest said, removing Locklear's grip from Owen's arm. They are quite proper in asking acknowledgement. How may I reward you? Do you have any spells I might learn? Owen interjected. Seeing the anger flaring in the Signia's eyes, he quickly amended. If there are other magicians like them, it might be prudent for us to be better prepared to meet the challenge. Kellen nodded. I have one such spell I can teach you that will allow you to protect yourselves if the others will stay here. Fuming, Locklear nodded his reluctant assent, taking a seat next to the reflection pool, motioning for Gorath to do likewise. Wordlessly, both sat down and prepared for a long wait. After several hours, Owen returned, a light smile flickering on his lips. But in the intervening time, Locklear's anger had not abated. Thanking the priest as graciously as he could, Locklear turned and stormed from the temple's courtyard, his charges following quickly behind him. Locklear pulled the curtain aside and whoop-de-fucking-do. Two sovereigns and one well. Let's see. Locklear, okay, you're free of your demons. Seven sovereigns, that's worth it. As long as you guys are hooking me up with my stamina, that is. If not, I just got robbed. Oh yeah, we're feeling better. Yeah, casting went up to 88. I think it's kind of cool that your stats suffer when you get badly damaged. Makes sense. This game has a lot of cool little mechanics like that. Excellent choice from the Cat Blaster. Excellent choice. Alright, well, fuck, what do we do now? We just slay the evil magician and his cohorts. It's interesting that he went down with one hit that time. I thought I did more damage than previously, but I don't know. Do not know. But he is dead. What new spell did I get here? Must be a battle spell. Oh, Hocho's Haven. There it is. What the... Might be battle only. Let me check out my spell guide here. Let's see. Spell. I need a spell. Yes, it's the greatest spell in the entire universe. So there's battle spells and field spells. So there's definitely a battle spell. Shields target from damage. That's it. It's basically a defense spell. Might be that blue box that mage casted. Alright, we have some pirates up ahead. They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locke laid out a simple strategy. We're set then, he said. Let's just hope our advance is undetected, or our advantage will be lost. The enemy was waiting for him. Shit, they seen us! Leave my mage alone! Stop chasing my friend. It's a good thing we healed up, because we're getting fucking schwacked now. Dropped him! Dropped him like a bad fucking habit. Let's blind this guy and then see if we can get some rounds of healing. Oh, I didn't mean to drop him. I was trying to hurt him because then they can't do any damage. Oh well, we got melee accuracy. We're not going to really have room for this shit, folks. Let's just hope the bodies stick around and I can loot them on the way back. move one space. I'm like fucking 12 miles away from him. Searched him. Who didn't I search? All your pixelated bodies blending together. We have a few of these fights ahead of us, so let's go ahead and save. Caught off their guard, the opponent scrambled around helplessly. Alright, finally. I love the blind spell. It seems to be quite useful. Drop them. The battle was won, and we searched the bodies and hope for just gold. There's a shovel. I don't think I need shovels, but can I add it to my already having shovel ass? Locklear waved off the shovel. If you want to keep it, you'll have to carry it yourself, Locklear said, shrugging his shoulders. I've got enough shit. Not sure we need all those shovels, but I am sure there's a lot more graves to dig up. They agreed to attack. Looks like we got some Mordhill warriors here. See if we can get off one more battle. Got him off guard. Holy shit! Do I got fireball? Fucking blind you. No! It's hard to see because it's nighttime. No! Fucking all up. Drop him. I think we're alright. I think I'm going to defend. Try to get a little bit of health back. He's pretty weak, so he's going to have a hard time hitting me. He might even try running now. Oh, he's even weaker. He definitely gonna run. Yeah, we can't let you get away. Sorry, buddy. A good thing I kept searching. We got a lot of whetstones. See what I'm saying? The path turned. After a few minutes of traveling, the road began to slope toward the sea, leading eventually through a pair of iron gates and into a majestic seat of principality. Crondor, Locklear said with a sigh that seemed to indicate both relief and concern. If assassins had been sent against us, it seems a safe bet they'll be lying in wait for us between here and the palace. What's your guess, Korath? Do we go in now or not? No, we're going to actually hold off and maybe explore a little bit more. But that will be in the next video, folks. Thanks for watching, and welcome back to more Betrayal of Crondor.